be making some strawberry freezer jam. And you may be saying to yourself, that's not really Mexican. Why is she doing that? I thought she just did Mexican stuff. Well, let me tell you, I use this strawberry freezer jam for so many different things that are very Mexican inspired. And one of them is my ultimate tres leches cake, which I'm going to show you in the future. So if you've got this down, then you'll be ready with this when we get to that ultimate tres leches cake. So the first thing we're going to do, I buy these bags because where I live, strawberries aren't in season, and it's a 6-pound bag. It comes from Costco, and I let it thaw out in my refrigerator overnight so that it's ready. And then I take it, I'm going to pour all of it with its juice and everything into this bowl. Perfect. And then I'm going to use my potato masher and mash up the strawberries. So that's the first step that we're going to move on to. I'm going to take and put 8 cups of my berries just right over here in this pot. Use up that whole 6-pound bag. There's just a little tiny bit left over. You could use that for a smoothie or something. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to do 16 cups of sugar. I know you're saying to yourself, holy cow, that's a lot of sugar. It is a lot of sugar. But you also have to remember, we're making tons of this because we're going to put it away in the freezer and then we're going to be able to use it throughout the months when we need it. So we're just kind of planning ahead, you know, a little food storage kind of. So I'm going to go ahead and put that sugar in. I did that step, and now we have our sugar and our strawberry mixture. And we're going to move on to the next step where we're going to go over to the stove. You can see how that looks. 3 cups of water, and I have 4 packages of this Sure Gel Fruit Pectin, and they are the 1.75 ounce packages. And I'm going to put all 4 packages with that in here, and we're going to bring this to a boil, and we're going to let it boil for 1 minute. I need to boil this for 1 minute. Alright, our pectin's ready, and we let that boil for 1 minute. Now we're going to pour it in here with our strawberries, and we're going to stir this. I'm going to use my wooden spoon, if I can. Okay, we're going to stir this constantly for 3 minutes. This is so simple. I'm telling you, you're like, is it really that simple? Yes, it really is that simple. This is something that my kids love. In fact, my kids' friends steal their sandwiches at school because they use this kind of jam on their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and their friends literally steal their sandwiches for it. Looks really good. You know, you can use anything you want. I use these little 1 cup size Tupperwares that are just made by Ziploc, and they have the little lids, and then I usually just write the date I made it. I'm competing with a vacuum in the basement now. I can hear one of my kids is vacuuming, so I apologize for that. Anyways, but I should be having my kids vacuuming, right? Right. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill these containers up and just kind of do it just like that. Okay, so I was able to get 18 of these out of that recipe. So think how fun that's going to be to have 18 jars of these in your freezer that you can pop out anytime. So now we're just going to cover them with a lid. Okay, so I'm just going to pop these lids on, and you want to let these sit out for 24 hours. After they sit out for 24 hours, you can store them in the freezer. And, you know, your first one you can just pop in the fridge. They're ready to go. They'll just gel right up, and they'll be delicious. And I have to tell you, I'm very excited about the things that I'm going to be able to teach you that I make with this, starting with the ultimate tres leches cake that I make. It is so yummy, and I use this as the filling for the cake. If you have any questions, you can always send me an email, and we'll be making that ultimate tres leches cake pretty soon. Actually, now that I think about it, I might be making that in a day or two because my sister-in-law had her birthday, and I always make them one for their birthday. So you keep watching, and we'll be putting that recipe up soon too. Okay, we'll see ya. You can always check me out at www.marriedtoamexican.com to get the ingredients for this. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.